Nation Militia family, what's good? What's good? We have all kinds of news and rumors, and we have some really hot takes from Spytek that we are going to break down and pull up. And then, of course, it's Max, it's Max, it's Max. So pull up, let's break it down. Your thoughts and opinions. Let's get unleashed.
Raiders Unleashed. The Rebellion. Raiders Unleashed on the screen. Hit that subscribe. It's the RaidersRebel in the building. Silver and black. 2026. Yeah. Welcome to the desert. You know what time it is. Raiders Unleashed on the screen. Hit that subscribe. It's the RaidersRebel in the building. Silver and black. 2026. Let's go! Left the bay for the lights, now we lighting up the strip. A legion in the desert, yeah, we built a mothership. No more dirt on the diamond, no more Coliseum rain. Just a blacked out dome where we deal out the pain. We're the villains of the league, always been the outcast. Built on Al Davis' ghost and we're built to outlast. The torch is still burning, it's a lifestyle, a creed. In the city of sin, we're the only ones you need. Silver and black is back, check the throne. The Raiders got a new home in the dome. The nation is rising, we're coming for everyone. Forget the other 31, we're the only ones. Yeah, we're unleashed. Rebel with the vision, Raider nation worldwide. Making that precision, one mission, one pride. Until the game is won, fuck the other 31. We're second to none. Check the box office, yeah, the leadership is changing. Tom Brady in the office, things are rearranging. The GOAT is a minority owner, that's a fact. Bringing that winning DNA, no turning back. From the field to the booth, now he's part of the shield. Watching from the suite while we're dominant on the field. The rebels on the mic, Raiders Unleashed on the tube. Giving you the raw truth, we don't move like a rube. I'm a rebel with a cause, and the cause is the win. Blacking out the sun, let the nightmare begin. Chiefs, boats, and the ponies, they can all catch a fade. They're just stepping stones for the history we made. From the pirate on the helmet to the patch on the eye. We're the heartbeat of Vegas under that desert sky. Turn the volume up high, let the channel go live. In the Raider Nation, only the strongest survive. Silver and black is back, check the throne. The Raiders got a new home in the dome. The nation is rising, we're coming for everyone. Forget the other 31, we're the only ones. Yeah, we're unleashed. Rebel with the vision, Raider Nation worldwide. Making that precision, one mission, one pride. Until the game is won, fuck the other 31. We're second to none. You hear the RAIDERS chant. They thought we'd go soft in the desert, they can't. We brought the autumn wind to the 702. The rebel and unleashed, coming straight for you. Raiders Unleashed, you know where to find us. RaidersRebel, keeping it 100. Vegas is ours, the dome is ours. The shield is forever. Sound of a sword clashing, fade to silence.
Yo, what's good? Militia family in the building. What's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good night. Hope y'all like the new intro. I know it's a little long, but man, it is what it is. Had to make a little song, little Unleashed anthem. So let me know your thoughts, your opinions, how you feeling about it. Man, we're going to break down some stuff because I think there's a lot of people in the nation, right, that are just Crosby fans that don't think it's real, that don't think that there's friction in the building. Barstool Sports has come out with a little post. Everybody, the Golics, everywhere Crosby's been, he's been on every show. So we're just going to break it down, right? I don't know if everybody is on X. I don't know if everybody has social media. So I'm going to give you my takes and we're going to break down some thoughts. And I just want you to look at, the body language of Maxx Crosby. I want you to look at his facial expressions. And then I want you to go back on your own and just, click on a Maxx Crosby interview and look at the smile on his face and look at the expression when he talks about Raiders and Raider Nation. And then think about what we're about to show here in a bit. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. We got a new coach. We got a new day, right? It is a new time. It is a new era. And first off, we're going to get into John Spytek because John Spytek has some things to say that, thought y'all need to hear. Maybe you already heard it. I'm sure most of y'all have already heard it. But if you haven't heard it, you're about to hear it. Let's get into it. Raider Ryan in the building. Lawrence, my guy, was good. Candy Angel, you on Facebook. Appreciate you. Yeah, we over on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, hop over to the YouTube. If you can't see or hear everything, but pull up. We're gonna talk about it. Jeffrey in the building. Salute to the nation, brothers and sisters. Let's sort out this Max BS. The intro is fire. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Jason Ruiz in the building. Was good. God family Raiders. What it do, man? What it do? How's you? How's your family? How's everybody doing? All right, so let's get into this right off the rip. I want to talk about actually, I don't want to talk about it like that first. Wait, I got it pulled up right here. Okay, it's not pulled up right there. Son's a bitch. All right. Well, let's pull this up. I don't know why shit always goes away. All right, man. So, ow. Let me know y'all can hear this. Let me know if it's too loud. All that good stuff. If I need to turn it down. I know there's a delay, so we'll do our thing. See if this works, man. I promised y'all this shit would be better and we would have live sound. So let's get it popping. Here we go.
John Spytek, here he is right now. Walk it up. Raider Nation, your general manager, John Spytek, coming up now in his second year. It's good to see you, John. How are you? Welcome back to the set.
Good to see you guys.
Nice
You doing
to
good?
see you again.
Here we go. I got you.
There we go. Wow, John, I mean, you could tell your sense of pride when you were sitting up there introducing Clint Kubiak.
You can hear it.
It just felt like there was a confidence when you introduced them that you knew this was the right guy. When did you know? At what point during the interview process? Because I imagine it was a little hectic with him coaching and the Super Bowl, but you just knew we have to be patient. We have to get this guy.
Yeah, we had a great first interview with him. I was actually in a hotel in Atlanta because I was on my way to the Peach Bowl, and that's when we had time with him. Was on that Friday before the same day as the Peach Bowl, and we kind of left afterwards, and we always intended to be patient and almost like boring with the process in like a good way, not bad. Boring,
just wait, Raider Ryan.
And we thought like that's a guy we should make time with again, and you just don't know how it's going to go because they keep winning and you keep waiting. And we had a bunch of other really good interviews. I mean, we had a great list. I had great help from Brian Stark and Mark Thews and Brandon Hunt that helped me put together the list.
All right, so Brian Stark and Mark Thews are guys that Clint Kubiak also thanked in his interview, guys that he had worked with as scouts on other teams.
And the more we did it, we were impressed with so many different people, but Clint just kept winning. And so we just kind of promised each other from the start we would keep waiting. And so we reminded ourselves, let's keep waiting. And eventually we had a chance to fly up to Seattle the day before they left to go to Santa Clara and sit with him in person.
Give us some of the main criteria you were looking for, that people in the building were looking for out of a head coach.
Now his answer is why. I think Spytek needs to cook, man. You need to let this man do his thing. Let Tom Brady deal with his, Fox and, his publicity and his soccer team and all the other shit. Yes, you're a minority owner, but just let this man cook. Listen to this answer.
Well, we were looking for a leader of men, and what's required to be that. I don't. They asked me in there about the scheme. I don't think it's required to have a great scheme to be a great leader of men. I think it's the ability to show up every day and be consistent and work and let the players and the people in the building, everybody in the building, feel your work ethic and your commitment.
Nobody does that better than Max, I will say. Show up, continue to work. First one in the building. Continue.
Commitment to this organization, and integrity and humility that I don't have all the answers, but also like a growth mindset of I'm going to continue to grow, and a self-confidence that, I'll figure it out. Clint really impressed us with that. He didn't have all the answers, but he confidently said, I'll figure it out. You can.
I think that's huge. Right? The guy came in prepared. They asked him answers that he didn't know, but he said, I'll figure it out. Right? Something I've done, my whole life being in construction. Shit, if I don't know, I'll figure it out. Right? I can do it. Just give me the job. It's done. Right? So I like that about Kubiak. He's like, shit, I don't have all the answers. I don't know, everything, but I'll figure it out.
Trust me to figure it out. And someone that went through this your first year, you cannot anticipate everything that's going to come across your plate and how you're going to react. But if you have a self-confidence and a belief that you'll figure it out, I think that can take you a long way.
Did you guys have a plan going into it to where it was going to be an offensive coach or a defensive coach, or you knew once you guys let Pete go that we were going the offensive side of the bar? Were you just going into this thing open-minded, whichever coach you kind of felt like was that guy to lead this organization?
Now, before he answers this question, I do want to say Mark Davis in his interview said the total opposite. He said, since we were pretty much taking a guy number 1 overall, we thought an offensive coach would be the guy. So just to throw that out there, right? Maybe not all on board yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah, we were totally open-minded. We talked to 15 different men from both sides, offense and defensive side of the ball, and we were impressed with both. And again, I think it's in this league, it's tough because offensive coordinators, everyone's searching for the next great offensive coordinator. And I think you have to be careful too in that space to not just anoint the next great one thinking that he's going to be a great head coach. And again, we were just looking for the best leader we could find. And, you love the opportunity to potentially pair him up with a young quarterback. I think that does make a lot of sense, but that wasn't necessarily our intended goal from the start.
And just a reminder that the 2 coaches in the Super Bowl were defensive-minded head coaches. So I think a lot of people do fall into that offensive-minded, but it seems like you guys you got the right offensive-minded head coach. You talk about potentially working with a young quarterback, you said. That's not automatic that it's Fernando Mendoza. It's not automatic. And I've been dying to ask you this question because when you...
Now, do they have to say that? Or is it really not automatic? Because when Kubiak was asked... Let me know if y'all can hear my voice because I might have to unplug my mic. I got this rigged up. But when Kubiak was asked about Mendoza, he said he has to study the tape. He only watched him in 1 game, and he's, ready to get in there and look at film on him and the other candidates. So I'm sure the Raiders have their big board without him. And then he's got a month, till the combine, and then another month after that to put together his board or to go with the flow. So a lot of questions got to be answered there, but
think about it, as you said, it's not a shoo-in that you have to take a quarterback number 1. It's not a shoo-in that you have to hold on to the number 1 pick.
Facts.
Because there's a lot of needs on this roster from top to bottom.
Facts.
There is the opportunity to trade down and get a haul and fill a lot of those roster spots. Maybe go get a veteran quarterback. There's Mac Jones out there. There's Daniel Jones coming off an injury. There's things you can do. Next year's supposed to be a big quarterback year.
Nutty Raider was good.
How much do you balance and work with Clint Kubiak with that philosophy? Because that's a tough choice to make as a GM.
Yeah, he's going to be a great partner in it, and we're going to trust each other through it. And we're going to talk through all of it, and we're not going to begin with the end in mind. We're going to go through our entire process. This isn't like a collecting of talent job or field. It's build a great football team, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. We saw Seattle just build a fantastic defense. But still sign a really good high-priced quarterback in free agency and make it work. There's a lot of different ways to do it. And so Clint and I are just going to sit together once he gets back from this parade tomorrow and devise our plan for the best way to build the Raiders. And we'll go forward with that in mind.
Defensively, what kind of style, what kind of person?
Now, this is my favorite part. We got like a minute or 2, and then we're good.
Are you looking for to lead the defense next year?
Well, he said it in there, gritty, tough, physical, violent is a word we like to use. We want our tape to speak, I think, for ourselves and kind of precede us. And more importantly, that's going to be the mentality of our organization. Yeah. This is the Raiders. You need to feel us. It needs to be different. We want you to wake up on Monday morning and be like, that sucked. You know, the best way to do it is defense. And,
Yeah.
you know, I got a chance to be around some great quarterbacks in my time. You know, either they were playing or I was working with them, and they all talked about what a terrible week it was when they had to play a guy with like a defense with Eric Allen out there or Charles Woodson, and you just knew it was going to be a slugfest. And so we're looking for someone to lead us in that space.
Well, you know, me and EA and Amber, we're sitting up here, and we
So key words, man, key words that, you know, made me feel like I do when I wake up in the morning, right? Excited as hell. He wants teams to feel us, to know they played the Raiders, to wake up the next morning and be like, damn, we don't want to play them again. For the teams in our division that have to play us twice. Good luck.
you know, heard the $90 million to spend. I started stretching.
He's got one go route left.
It's 100 actually. Intelligently aggressive. Have a good plan, not get carried away. There's a lot of emotions that creep into those markets, and you budget 15 for a guy, and then what's another 1, 2? Now it's 20, and then you do that a couple more times, and you just go, well, there go a couple more players. And so, you know, we're going to sit and figure out what this team needs in order to take the next step from a player standpoint, and what makes sense in Clint's vision and my vision, and pair those two up, and we're going to attack it full on.
I love it.
And you know, we're sitting in this kind of a position of strength in the market, but we want to be smart with that too. I don't want to wake up in 26 and 20 or 27 and 28 and kind of regret some of the deals we did, knowing that emotion got too involved in that.
Facts. So there you go, man. John Spytek, the man, the myth, the legend. I love everything this man has to say, right? I love everything he has to say. All fire. But let's get into some other things now. Let's just get into the talk, the meat. I'm sure everybody's seen this video. Everybody's heard this video. Everybody's watched this video. However, I got to figure this out. What did I just do? Son of a bitch. It's not going to work. All right, that'll work somehow. So I'm sure we heard the talk, and like Raider Ryan said, he doesn't want to hear it until he hears it, you know, from the horse's mouth. Well, the problem is the horse with the mouth isn't saying anything. He's beating around the bush. I just lost where the fuck I was. You know, he's beating around the bush. He's dodging questions. He says one thing, then says another, and you know, let's just get into it. Let's listen to a couple interviews, and I'll let y'all make your own decisions on what y'all think. But let's break it down. Which one is it? All right, hold up. This ain't working for me. Time out. Now maybe. But anyways, he went on Colin Cowherd, right? And he went on the Golick show, and he went on all these shows, and he said a lot of the same stuff over and over again. All right, that one. Let's go to this one. Much better, much better. Now, if I could just get to this damn thing. All right. Maxx Crosby himself. Look at his face. Look at his body language. And I know I paused it on, you know, that's where it starts, but let's just hear what he has to say. Who's he looking at? Now, keep in mind, he looks this way an awful lot before he answers questions. Is there somebody holding the card? What are you reading? Is this a script? I mean, you just got to pay attention to the little details, right? Okay, so this random people is Jay Glazer, right? From a lot of sources and a lot of people say, he's in his circle, right? This is not just Jay Glazer coming out and making a statement and then backtracking saying, "Oh, I said it, not Maxx Crosby," right? This is a guy that's putting shit out there, and then it got followed up by Diana Rusi. It got followed up by Adam Scheffner. It got followed up by every one of these reporters with their own little take. And he's went on shows and he's talked about it over and over again. But the question was, how are you with the Raiders organization? He just went into this big spiel about how he's working on himself, how he's working on the future of himself and being better, right? Never answered the question. And I know he's rocking Raider gear, and that's what got everybody fired up. So, all right. So then we go to the next one. Damn it. If I can get the damn sound. Son of a bitch. Sound. All right. Here we go. We can hear you, but we can't hear the videos you're watching. What? How can you not? He's playing through a damn mic. All right, hold on. I'm getting to it. All right, I get your message. I got it, bro. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting to it. Why ain't this fucking working? There we go. That's not working either. All right. Try this one more time. Good heavens. All right, man. I see your messages. I know I'm the only one on the screen. I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. I'm not getting to that. Man. All right. I got to open this damn thing in a whole nother window because it's not playing the stupid ass sound from X. So we'll start this over. You can hear me? Can't hear me? Maybe Max ass saying cryptic shit because his boy Jay Glazer come out to say Raiders will get more than a Micah trade. I mean, yeah, that's what he said. They're trying to raise the stock in order to prone edges off surgery. It could be all of that, bro. It could be, it could be a ploy. It could just be talk. But he doesn't sound the same, right? Last year, there was an interview of him saying, I'm tired of people speaking for me. Don't speak on my name unless you hear it from me. It's not real. He don't have that same energy this year. This year, he's just like, ha ha, funny. Like, I just wake up and laugh. It don't get to me no more, right? It's not a problem. The fact that he was in the building, had coffee with our new head coach, but didn't show up when young guys like Ashton Genty is there, young guys like Caleb Rogers are there, right? There's players there to support our new head coach, but Max wasn't there. So none of that really makes sense to me. But let me try this way and see if it works. And if not, then I'm not going to play this video and just kind of read the whole live. No, so here we go, man. Bookmarks. Find the damn video again because this one, this one says a little bit to me. But before we do that, let's do a test run. Let's do a test run on our boy, minority owner Tom Brady, talking to a WWE wrestler. Some of y'all may know him. Some of you may not know him. Pretty famous guy out there about the flag football game. Let's just break it down. Yeah, I know. It's key. A linebacker rushed for 1,200 yards. All right, you fucking still can't hear it. What is going on with my shit, bro? What's going on? What's going on with this damn internet? Click the video itself. It probably has a little mute button. I clicked the video. I clicked the damn video. I played the video. It doesn't work like that either. But I don't know why you can't hear it. It's playing through headphones into a microphone. But anyways, that was. Can you stop texting me, please, God? Son of a bitch. Annoying. All right, so Video has uncheck. I hit the uncheck mute button. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. I'll try one more time, but it's not playing the damn video. Let me do this. Let's see if I could do this shit. I don't know why it's not playing the damn. I can hear it. If I can hear it, y'all should be able to hear it. 'Cause I know this mic is loud as hell. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that part? I don't understand this shit, dude. This is so damn irritating. One video works, but the other video doesn't work. It's on the same audio, it's on the same system. It doesn't make sense. Rosetown in the building. What's good? James Furpo. Raiders. See, but no volume yet. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, bro. So, if y'all can't hear it, basically what Maxx Crosby is saying, and it's irritating the hell out of me, is he's pissed off. He just said it. He's pissed off because he was told he can't do something that he wants to do by somebody in the building. And he said, I'm just going to stop right there because I might say something that might get me in trouble. So you can see the frustration on his face. I mean, look at the dude's face. If you can't hear the audio, again, looking to the side because he said, I might say something I can't say. So this is not just Maxx Crosby speaking freely, right? This is Maxx Crosby having to watch what he has to say. And if you don't want to be traded, or if there's not an issue in the building, then why do we have to have this little chasing our tail issue? And my issue is, right? My issue, if you're pissed off because you were lied to about why you were sat down, how do you think the nation feels if you do end up getting traded because you do want out, when you're sitting here playing this game about I'm not going to say anything because when I do, people take it the wrong way. People don't listen to what I say anyways, right? The media is just going to say what they got to say. To me, I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit, man. There is no way. All you got to do is squash it and say, look, we shouldn't have this conversation. I'm not going anywhere. If that was the case, right? Done, problem solved. Let the media talk. But he's never said that. He's never said that. That's just second. All right, so no sound. He said people could say one thing and do another thing. I'm going by my actions. And his actions are that he's in the building. He's the first one there. You know, he's there till 2:00, and then he's about his day with his, you know, with his girls doing his thing. You can't go work out somewhere else. I mean, you could work out at home, right? But he's a public figure. It's not like you're going to go work out, you know, at Planet Fitness, right? It's not like you're going to go work out at Gold's Gym, right? And NFL player under NFL contract, I do believe the rules are you have to work out in the building, because if you get hurt working out of the building, the Raiders insurance doesn't cover it. You're covered working out in their building unless they say you can work out somewhere else. That might even count as, you know, at home. So even in the off season, when these dudes are out, you know, working on by themselves and these guys get hurt, these teams aren't paying for that, right? If you get hurt playing, you know, flag football on the beach somewhere, which players have, you know, torn knees doing that, these dudes aren't paying for that, right? They're not paying for that. So you have to be in the building working. And yes, Fernando is, but he's not under NFL contract. He's a free agent pretty much, right? He's in the NFL draft. He's done with college. He's not signed with the NFL team. He can go work out wherever he wants to. If he gets hurt, that's on his own. He's paying for that shit out of pocket. And, you know, I'm sure these players and Maxx Crosby has enough to pay for his money out of pocket. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard to show anything when the shit when you can't hear nothing. It's not like probably have to work out room bigger than his house. Oh, I'm sure he's got a basketball court. I mean, the dude has a basketball court in his house. So it's not like Maxx Crosby can't work out. It's not like he doesn't have his own gym, I'm sure, in his own weight room in there. He has his own trainer. We know that. But there's also cookie. There's also other reports that came out. And let me read this. I'll just do it on my phone real quick because I think I saved it on here. So there are reports that just came out that says where the hell does it say? Barstool Sports. Maxx Crosby is demanding the Raiders trade him specifically because he wants out and he wants no part of Alex Guerrero. If y'all don't know who Alex Guerrero is, right? He is the personal trainer for Tom Brady. Maxx Crosby, in the video I was trying to show you that didn't have no words, so you have to go watch it. It's the Golick Show. Click on the Golick Show. Watch the whole video. That was only 3 minutes I was going to show you anyways. I think it's like 10 minutes or something. But look on YouTube, the Golick Show with Maxx Crosby. Listen to what this man has to say. He said he's pissed off because they asked him, were you mad? He said, yeah, I was mad as hell. It's not like I stormed out of the building. It's not like I threw a temper tantrum. He was mad as hell. But now reports are coming out from Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports employs John Gruden. John Gruden works for Barstool Sports. Maxx Crosby and John Gruden are like this. I don't think Barstool Sports is putting out some crazy nonsense shit knowing that you have John Gruden in the building that is really, really close with Maxx Crosby, still very, very tight, right? That's a crazy report for Barstool Sports. It shows a picture with Tom Brady, shows him with his trainer, Alex Guerrero. Now, is Alex Guerrero the guy that made the call to sit Maxx Crosby down? If he's the trainer, you know, does he have a doctor's degree? Is he a physician, right? If you're a personal trainer, probably. So That's another report that just came out. Mark Davis, anytime asked about Maxx Crosby's trade in the last 3 years, Max ain't going nowhere, shuts it down. This time, Mark Davis was asked about the Maxx Crosby trade. He said, well, for one, if there were talks, we're going to keep him in the building. I wouldn't tell you guys anyways, right off the rip, instead of saying, no, Maxx Crosby's not going anywhere. And then he follows up by saying, Max has had a great 8 years with us. He's given his life, for the Raiders, for the last 7 years, going on 8. He does believe, he don't even know how long it's been. And he says Maxx Crosby's, done everything for us. And as of now, he's a Raider. He's still a Raider, and he's going to continue to be a Raider. So that was Al Davis. I see Rebel. Don't think that far out. Then also in that interview, the final question from Mr. Golick was, let's not beat around the bush. Where do you stand with the Raiders? And the Raiders personnel are the people in the building. And Maxx Crosby said, look, I'm told y'all, I'm not going to talk on about it too much. I don't want to speak on it because I'm going to say some things I can't say, but I will say I'm good with everybody in the building for the most part. And they said, thank you, Max. Have a good thing, blah, blah, blah. That was the last thing he said. He's good with everything. This is out of, so this ain't nobody putting words into Maxx Crosby's mouth. This is nobody speaking for Maxx Crosby. This is Maxx Crosby saying, I'm good with everybody in the building for the most part. Why throw that out there? Why? What is the reasoning? The same reason Devontae Adams stood on a podium and told Raider Nation, I don't want to go nowhere. I love Las. My grandmother lives in California, and this is the closest I've been to her where she can actually come to games. He told us about his family. He told us about his grandmother. Maxx Crosby talking about his wife and kids just building a house, right? Come on, man. Just, you have to read between the lines. It's never been like this. It's always been a rumor, shut down. That's it, right? Maxx Crosby comes out, says, I'm going to be a Raider for life. I got it tatted on me. That doesn't seem to be the thing anymore. Now it's all about, look, I want to win. On the show that he goes on with Lombardi, Jim Gray. Jim Gray, the guy that's in the building, asked Max about his situation. Max said, look, I'm tired of flipping people talking. I just want to play football. I just want to play football. No matter where it is, I want to win. And I want to do what's best for me. And I want to be able to be myself and play how I want to play. Why would you say you want to be yourself and play how you want to play? Are the Raiders not letting you play how you want to play? Obviously. They sat him down the last 2 games of the season. When they knew he was hurt, Maxx Crosby said in that interview right there, I was hurt in September. In September, he tore his MCL. He played the whole entire year with a torn MCL until the last 2 games of the season. They decide, now we're not risking it. We're not risking what? What are you not risking? You risk it the whole entire season because Pete Carroll thought we were going to win now. And when they realized when we were 2-13 that we weren't going to win, they decided to sit Maxx Crosby down. If I'm Maxx Crosby, I'm going to be pissed, right? He has a right to. He has a right to be mad. So whether he wants to go or not going to go, I'm not going to say that. That's not my point. My point is just to come on here and put all the things together, right? Put all the things together. It doesn't seem like it has been in the past. It doesn't seem like he's the same. It doesn't seem like Spytek's the same, right? You've seen Spytek look at Clint Kubiak as soon as he said, he looks further to having more football talks with Maxx Crosby in the building. And he was like, so there's something going on. Benny Bonsignore went on JT and the Brick today. And JT and the Brick was frustrated as hell. He's like, looking. He didn't want to listen to it either, right? Benny Bonsignore said the same thing. There's a reason that these rumors are coming out of people that are close to Maxx Crosby, not close, but that are in his circle, people that he talks to, people that he that are in his circle, that are in, right? These rumors are coming out from guys that are around him, not people that just don't know him, not people like me that are just up here, talking shit. These are coming out from people that are in the situation. And he said over and over again, he wasn't happy. He's still not happy, right? I mean, you could tell by the look on his face. The dude did 8 interviews 2 days ago, right before the Super Bowl. So my voice is a bit off. What is going on here? What's going on today? Fucking shit. It caught up nice. Robert Penn in the building, the OG. What's good? What's good? My guy. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna do something crazy, right? Just because we can. We're gonna do a little mocky mock, just a little simple. Let's go 3 rounds. Let's not make it crazy because we're gonna get a lot of picks in this. But let's do a little mock draft, and we are gonna use Crosby as trade bait just to see, just to show y'all what is possibly out there, what we could be picking up. If y'all picking up what I'm putting down. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. This thing, I don't need any sound. You sound fine. Sound good. What the hell? All right, sound is good. But I won't need sound for this, right? I only need a picture, and that's all I need. We'll hop over here. All right, we'll show the whole mock. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to take this off. Boom. All right. This could be easier than I thought. The hell? Why did it change? Bro. All right, this ain't going to be easier than I thought. Because I can't see y'all. All right, so let's get stupid and just see what happens into the draft. We are going to have nothing but crazy picks for Mendoza. 21, 53, 76, right? Let's reject that. Let's reject that. The Browns want to give us 6, 24, 39. Let's reject that. Reject. Let's reject all those. Let's propose our own trade, right? Let's go Cincinnati Bengals. And we want the Bengals number 10. Oh, I can't pull a player up in here. What? I should have did this on PFF. Son of a bitch. Well, all right. That's not going to work. But how about I propose my trade proposal and we'll just work with it. So that's not going to work either. Son of a bitch. All right. That's not going to work. Let's just do this draft real quick. I'm going that's not going to work either. I'm going to have to go to PFF, man. My bad. I apologize, y'all. Stop sharing. They're going to not let me do it the way I want to do it, so I got to switch it up. What's good? What's good? Appreciate you. Stephen in the building. Shout out for the $3 hand bump gesture with the word drop. Fucking shit. It always does that. All right, let's try PFF. Mock draft. We want to go the whole 7. We want to do 7 rounds. What time is it? 7. Fuck. Let's do 7 rounds. Let's see what we can get. Might as well get it all in now. Enter the draft. Offer trades. So we want to offer trades with Let's just do something stupid just to see. Just to see. Cincinnati Bengals. We want to select a player. We want to go T. Higgins. Y'all see where I'm going with this? We got T. Higgins. We want number 10. And shit, I think that'll about do it, right? T. Higgins and number 10. And we are giving up Maxx Crosby. Y'all think that's enough? T. Higgins, star wide receiver, and a 10th overall pick for Maxx Crosby? I think that's enough. They don't want to do it, but we're going to force this trade. All right, so we are in. Can I propose another trade? Let's trade again. Since we're trading Maxx Crosby, right? We have a 10th overall pick. I mean, let's just go all in. Let's go Cardinals 3rd, 34, and number 1 for Raiders number 1. There's a chance they might do it, so let's just force the trade. Let's force the trade. All right, so resume draft. Of course, the Cardinals, they moved up. They gave us 3rd, 34, and a first-round pick next year, which new head coach, new quarterback, you know, they got a decent team. If they can get the right defense coordinator in there, they could be, right? So we already traded away 1 pick, and we need to fix that pick, right? So instead of Arvell Reese, which everybody would love, we got to replace Max, and I'm going David Bailey. Wait, I thought we had the 10th pick too. Didn't I trade Max for the 10th pick? What the flip happened? Oh, shit, I forgot to make that trade. Damn it. Anyways, we're 34th. We are on the clock. Oh, yeah, the 3rd pick. Never mind. My brain ain't working, bro. My brain ain't working. I thought I got the 10th overall pick. Try this again. What did I get? Oh, so I didn't trade Max? All right, that's fine. We don't need to trade Max. We are going Akeem Mesidor. There is no... I don't even know why we do mock drafts. This is stupid. This already done pissed me off. There's no way Akeem Mesidor makes it to 33. Monroe Freely doesn't make it to 31. Emmanuel Warren does not make it out of the first round. Kenneth Aubrey, maybe. Now we're going to have to fill some positions. So we got a lot of picks before then. All right, I got you. Let's go crazy. Let's go wide receiver. Chris Bell, all of them are gone in the first, bro. We can get all these guys. Oh, receiving grade 83, 2.5 yards, 50% catch, 4% drop rate. Grade versus man coverage 87.2. He had 3 drops this season. 101 in the slot, 10 catches, 27. We can get Omar Cooper at 41 in the next pick. All right, we have to go. $58. Damn, that was a bad trade right off the bat. This is not worked out. We have no value. All right, going tackle. I don't know about Freeling, but let's take him. If he don't work, you can move him inside the guard. We know all the help we can get. At 36, we need a safety. What do we got corner wise? Let's try that. Corner wise, Aubrey's at 36. Colton Hood, there's no way he makes it out of the first. I'm not even going to pick that. Man, this draft is horrible. Y'all's evaluation is trash. This is PFF? Who works over there? They need some fresh blood, bro. This is where you got people ranked. They need to update this. y'all need to update PFF if you're listening. This is bad, bro. There's no way none of these guys. Maybe Keontae Scott. You got Julian Neal, 143. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Linebacker Anthony Hill. Run defense is not good. Coverage grade 60. That's not good. What's Gold Day? Run defense. I think we already got one of those in Tommy Eichenberg, kind of, don't we? Isaiah Trotter at 62. All right, nothing value of here. We're going safety. We are going safety. We are 67 on the clock. You have to go Trinidad Chambliss here. I mean, got to get your quarterback, right? 102. What have we got receiver-wise? Deshaun Stebling. Oh, Jesus. Jacoby Lane. Oh, why is he dropping so far? I like Ted Hurst there. Tyron Montgomery. Those are all later rounds. Where do we pick again? We pick at 117 and 134. Oh, shit. So we can go any way we want to go. Any way we want to go. We have David Bailey. We have a tackle. We have a safety. And we have our quarterback. We probably need a big. .8 drop rate. That's nice. Average depth 9.3 yards. Okay. 7.3 after the catch. Deep yards 192. Screen yards 25. Slot 192. Played all over. Can we get size? No. Analytics. What the fuck, bro? First look. 6'2", 210. Done. Done. That kind of makes it easy too. I like Skylar Howard. All right, so this is what we got. Skylar Howard. We don't need a tight end. Brandon Parker. I mean, I don't know how we don't take that. There's no way he makes it out of the second. I don't think he makes it out of the first. I think there's a lot of needy teams that need to pick up on guys really, really quick. And we are sitting at pick what? 117. I think Brandon Parker's the guy. We need a right tackle. We need somebody that's going to compete, if anything, and is going to push DJ Glaze, right? Push DJ Glaze to the max. All right, we are on the clock at 134. Might just take York right there. Run defense 74. Coverage grade a 90. I think that about says it all. Coverage grade a 90. We need a coverage linebacker. Let's fill that void right now. Make it simple, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. And now we are looking at, damn, Harold Perkins is there, but he's not going to fall that far, so he wouldn't have been there, I don't think. And we have an edge to help Max. We have a tackle, we have a safety, we have our quarterback. It's going to take some time, but we have our quarterback. We have his wide receiver, Deshaun Stibling, a guy that he threw to an awful lot. Another tackle. So we built up the line. We need to go trenches on the other side of the ball, I feel. And let's do that now. Best guy on the board is, jeez, nobody. Cole Bavard from Texas? I don't think so. Dante Capehart. Yeah, let's go there. Dante Capehart is true pass rush set. Not great. Pass rush grade. How big is he? 6'5", 315. Sold. We need guys that can work. We need guys that can play. I think he's going to come in right off the rip and help out. So let's get defensive tackle. Pick 181, 6th round. We need another running back to help take some of the weight off of Ashton Genty's shoulders. Let's just see what they got running back wise. Desmond Reed, Robert Henry Jr. Colton Black. He's going to fall that far? Okay, I guess we don't really need a running back. I wouldn't be mad at Adam Randall. I want a running back that can kind of run kick returns and punt returns too. I think that would be nice. Let's see what we got here. Run grade 77, rushing grade, gap scheme, yards after contact, zone attempt. Okay. What's he look like? 5'9", 204. That's basically Ashton Genty. I think we need a slugger. 5'8". Or we just don't need a running back. We just don't need a running back. Wide receiver. Zion Thomas, Jeff Caldwell, Caleb Douglas, Noel Thomas out of Georgia. He didn't get many snaps last year. Was he hurt or something? That was a horrible year. All right, we need corner. Best corner available is Devon Marshall out of North Carolina State. Jadon Candy. Des Moines Jackson. What's DJ Harvey got size-wise? 5'10", 190. Can you run kick returns? We need somebody to run kick returns. Can you run kick returns? Shout out to everybody in the building. I know I can't see y'all. Chat amongst yourselves. No, don't close it. Stupid ass. Just fucked up the whole draft. What's Jackson got? Pass coverage grade 74. Man coverage 62. Oh, we need people that can close the edge, though. Shut down. All right, man. I guess we're going best available. I don't want to take running back right here. Do not want to take a running back right here. Oh, and Hink. Oh, let's just do that. We need more linebackers. We have 3 linebackers, 4 linebackers that are free agents. They're going to have to pick up one in free agency, but the only ones on the books that I know of is Cody Lindenberg and Tommy Eichenberg, and I think that's going to be a problem. So I think we just squashed that problem. Now we're on the clock at 184, bro. How many draft picks did we end up with? What is Trey Zon's measure? I think he is a monster, right? 6'6", 319. Best available is Bishop Fitzgerald at USC. All right, what's the chat say? What do y'all got? Y'all got any? Poppin' fan from Arkansas, like Green Neal, later rounds. Yeah, you know. I like Taylor Green late. He's probably going to still be on the board. He was last night. My sleeper is Mike Washington. He's going to go in the second round, bro. Mike Washington will be out of there, I believe. Rebel, who is your biggest sleeper late rounds to become a star in this draft? I think Mike Washington, I don't really think he makes it past the second. The man is 6'2", 228, got that lightning speed, breakaway speed, good vision. He's shifty. He can catch out of the backfield. He can block. I think, I've been saying it. You know how I feel about Mike Washington. Since tight end is our best group, which groups are our strongest? Which groups are strong? I think defensive end and tackle, I think they're the strongest groups so far in this. And yeah, we'll probably get Taylor Green. We'll probably get Taylor Green on the slow one. Why isn't it showing my screen? What the fuck is going on? Was it not showing the screen the whole time? That's crazy, dude. What's going on here? Oh my god. All right. I don't know what the hell, but Zion Thomas out of LSU is, I think, a sleeper, man. I think he's a guy that, 5'10", 192, kind of a thick build. Jeff Caldwell. Isaiah, no. All right, position groups that we need. We have solidified edge. We have plenty of tackles. We have safety, quarterback, wide receiver, tackle, linebacker, defensive tackle, and linebacker. We need corner and safety. Who is the best corner again on this board? Davion Marshall, what you looking like? Oh, coverage grade 83. Man coverage grade, zone coverage grade a 90. Sold, done, end of story. D. Marshall, welcome to the Las Vegas Raiders. And Mr. Irrelevant is going to be my guy, if nobody took him, Taylor Green. Let's just end with the Taylor Green project. Let him compete against my boy. I don't care what the grade is. I know it's going to be bad because I was just picking to pick. You drafted over Chris Bell. I didn't need a receiver at the time, bro. Didn't need a receiver. So Raiders Unleashed grade is David Bailey, an A-. Monroe Freely, an A. I got a B- because there was a higher receiver. Blah, 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 blah. Trinidad Chambliss, an A. Duh. Deshaun Stibling, a B. Will take that. Brandon Parker at that position is an A. Terrion York is an A. DeMont Capehart is an A. Owen Heineke is a D+. Taylor Green is a C in the 7th round. That is horrible. And Devon Marshall. So we got a B. I think that D+ totally jacked me. And this is my first mock draft of the 4 that I've done that wasn't an A+. But, I wasn't intending on trading right off the rip. So that's what we got. That's our mock. we got our quarterback, but we didn't get him, where y'all wanted him. We didn't take first overall. We didn't take Mendoza. We took a project, a guy that coach can work on. Why he works on the rest of the problems in the building, because Lord knows there are problems in the building, right? Did I tell you suck today, Lil White? It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. So yeah, man, that's what we got. I don't know, this Sam damn sound shit is making me want to throw my phone through the damn window. I'm gonna choose peace over violence. But no, real talk, man. Real talk. I appreciate everybody in the building. Let me know your thoughts, your comments. Arnie Garza, who you got? Well, it's been 111. Shit, let's do another mock draft. Let's do one more real quick. Let's run one more mock. And we will go this one. We will go even crazier this time. This time we're just gonna do 4 rounds. Edit draft order. I don't want to do that. Randomness. Let's make it more draft needs. Let's turn that up. Care for position value. Let's make it more. See if that helps anything with this kind of draft. Oh, I can only make. I can make another trade, right? Right. Oh, that's why it wouldn't let me do 2 trades. These mock drafts suck. These mock drafts suck. They suck. All right, so let's do the trade I originally wanted to do just to be, annoying. We're going to get 10 and we're going to get 41. And we are going to get T. Higgins. And we are going to get rid of your boy. Actually, T. Higgins' contract. Where's defensive tackle at? There we go. Maxx Crosby. They're like, hell no, we are not accepting this trade. But guess what? You will accept a trade because I said so. So I have that power. All right, so we should be sitting at. Why are we sitting at 10? Did they not force the trade? What the hell? Hold on, where's my picks? We have 136. 6. No, what's going on here? Why are they not making my trade? I don't understand this. I do not understand this. Cincinnati Bengals. Didn't I do this? Pick 10, pick 41. T. Higgins. Look, the Bengals need defense, right? They have Joe Burrow. They're playing 2 wide receivers, a ridiculous amount of money. And they need help all around. You're going to have to get rid of one of those guys. The Raiders, we need help all around. We have issues. And these dudes don't, All right, what if we just not take 41 and we'll just take 10? T. Higgins for Maxx Crosby and their 10th overall pick. Forced trade. Trade accepted. Finally. That worked. We sitting at 10. All right. So we sitting at 10 and number 1, right? And now trade again. We are going to trade with I should have did that trade. That would have been a way better trade. I don't think Dallas would have did that anyways. I think Arizona is the team that needs a quarterback. They need a quarterback bad. We're going to go 3 for 1. And we want their 1 next year. $34. They're not willing to do that. Let's take 65. So we move down 2 spots. We pick up an extra first and 65. I don't know if the Raiders would be willing to do that. Let's take 34 and let's just force this shit. Force trade. Force trade. Boom. Resume. All right. So now the Raiders have the third. We have the 3rd overall pick. And again, now we need defense, right? We went David Bailey last time. I mean, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese. I think any one of those guys pretty much does the trick, right? I think pretty much any one of those dudes. Not that mock draft, the other one. Damn it. Puka Nacua to the Rams, 1st round pick for Crosby and Mayer. Rebel crazy mock draft is unrealistic. You never know. You never know in the NFL. When you're paying 2 receivers over $30 million and you can't make it, your quarterback is talking about wanting out, you have a chance to get a Maxx Crosby, people will do some crazy shit. Definitely do some crazy shit. And it's Maxx Crosby. I mean, we've heard even Adam Schefter come out and said the Raiders could probably get more for Maxx Crosby than what the Cowboys got from Micah Parsons. And I know that sounds crazy as hell, right? Because you're like, no way, bro. There's no way. But yes, there is a way. Teams get desperate. They do what they got to do. Why is my mock draft coming up? Man, fuck that mock. I don't know what's going on. I swear. I hate my life. Share screen. Mock draft. This one. Share again. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise. That's not the right one. Gum, biscuits and gravy. All right. I think we got it now. Do we got it now? Do we got it? Do we got it? I think we got it. All right. We are on the clock. And yes, these are unrealistic mock drafts, Arnie Garza. We're just having fun, man. We're just having fun. We're just having fun. Got rid of Fernando. And, you know, we definitely need to replace Maxx Crosby. And to do that, I like King Mezudo. Oh, I hope he's there. All right, to do that, we're going to go a little bit different. Let's go Arvell Reese. I think a guy that can rush the passer. He can play on the outside, you know, linebacker. Not the biggest, right? 6'4", 243. But he's on the board. And then you'd have to take corner Delane Mesidor. I mean, I don't know how you don't take the best corner in the draft. Some people don't have him as the best corner in the draft. I say wait till the combine and, see these guys' skills. Wait till the pro days. Because there's some sleepers, right? Jermon McCoy. A lot of people have him top 10. Some people have him late in the first. Keldrick Falk. Some people have him, different as well. But let's just say, for shits and giggles, we take a corner. The best corner in the draft. And now we are left with Caleb Lamo, who fell out of the first. Brandon Cisse at corner. I would take that too. Safety. Got Chris Bell. I'm not making that mistake again. Omar Cooper at 41. Where is our next pick? We are sitting at 34, 36, and 67. So this, I don't want to go tackle right here, really. But if you draft the top 2 of the top 5 corners in the draft, I think that might shore up your defense a little bit, right? Just my opinion. We got wide receiver Chris Bell, Marion Cooper, Elijah Surratt. All those guys will be gone by the time we pick next. Let's go get Caleb Lamo, man. Why not, right? That's why. Run blocking grade 62. Pass blocking grade 82. Gap grade 58. Yeah, you're not even close to ready to play. I don't know how people have that dude in the first round. Cisse, what y'all say? Cisse, tackle. I think we go safety again, bro. I mean, I don't know how you can pass on a safety. We need a safety bad. Let's just make this the defensive draft. We are picking again at 36. And at 36, we're going to reach. And we're going to take Omar Cooper. And then here we're going to reach again. Should we take Trinidad twice? Should we mix it up? Should we just rock with Aiden O'Connell for the season? Take a quarterback next year? Maybe they bring in Derek Carr in free agency. Yeah, let's go no quarterback on this. Let's just build this team and say it's going to be a rebuild year, right? And if it's going to be a rebuild year, then let's rebuild. Let's go out, get the best guys available, the best positions. And right now, that looks like Josiah Trotter out of Missouri. Run defensive grade, nice. Coverage grade, woo-wee, bro. I'm sorry. Can't do that. If you can't cover, you should not make it to the NFL that high in the draft. And I think you got to go with Trinidad Chambers here. I think we got to go Chambers here. Nussmeier, we got Zakee Wheatley, Genesis Smith, Curious Allen, Mark Bell. I kind of like Will Lee. Malik Muhammad. Damn, where do we pick again? 60, what? Where do we at? 67? We pick at 102. Why is the best player on the board a damn quarterback? Garrett Nussmeier. It's just edge out of Marshall. Run defensive grade 90. Pass rush grade 71. True pass rush grade. Win rate 13%. Run stop 12. Okay, what are you looking like? 6'3", 243. Man, that's looking like a. I can't do that. I can't do that. Bud Clark is at 115. Brandon Parker. We got Reese, Mesidor, Keem Lane. I gotta go offensive line now before it's too late because they're all gonna be gone. Offensive line. Jalen Farmer, no. Jacob Burton, no. TJ Campbell, no. Bo Stevens, no. I guess we're going O-line later. Holy shit. Okay, so this just proves that do not trade Maxx Crosby in this draft. Do not trade back in this draft because the value, and I know there's some value in some of these guys, right? Jalen Farmer was okay. True grade was absolutely ass. But the value is just not there, man. It's just not there. '71 grade versus man coverage. Not very much of a deep threat. 5'11", 180. Good Lord. I don't think we need any slot receivers. Maxx Crosby is 29 with 6 knee surgeries. Plus, every play, every game. We're 2 first rounders. That's it. Rams, Cowboys, Jets. Choice number 1. Choose one. I get you, Arnie Garza. 100%. 100%. The Raiders would have their number 1 receiver in Puka Nacua and plenty of picks. The Rams aren't getting rid of Puka unless he keeps clowning and getting in trouble like he is. They could very well hop on that train. If the Rams are willing to do so, trade would have the best rushing duo with Jared Verse and Max. The Rams would be insane if they could get Maxx Crosby. Absolutely insane if they could get Maxx Crosby. It wouldn't even be fair to the rest of the league. Would not be fair whatsoever. All right, we're going to go. We need another linebacker. York was an A+ last time. His coverage grade is nasty. I don't really think I can not take him here. That definitely solidifies our shit. Let's go crazy and take Nicholas Singleton here. We need another running back. Who is on the board? Nicholas. Oh, I really like Le'Veon Moss. Ott played his ass off too. Mike Washington is there. Yeah, you gotta take Mike Washington. You gotta take Big Mike in the building. Shit, I think we could pretty much. We don't even need to pick no more. I mean, in 4 rounds, we got Arvell Reese. We got the best corner, possibly. Some can argue. And Mesidor Delane. I don't know how there's an argument. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, second best safety in this draft, in my opinion. I don't know how you can complain about that. Amari Cooper for our quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss. I think that'll be a nasty, nasty thing. And then you got Mike Washington to sit back and just help and watch. And, you know, what else we got here? Grace Halton. We got Ott, Roker, Cade Klubnik, Michael, I don't know. I like Claiborne again here. And Julian Neal. I mean, let's just end off with that. That's the greatest draft of all time. You have earned one reward. I ain't earned shit. All right, Arvell Reese for the trade was an A minus. Mesidor Delane was an A minus. I guess we took a safety way too early. Amar Cooper was a B. Trinidad. York, we picked in the exact same round as last time. He was an A. This is a B minus this time. And Mike Washington is a D at pick 117 is absolute crazy. Somehow we walked away with the A out of trading our best player and trading back, which is never going to happen. But, you know, if you look at everybody's mock draft, it's the same old shit. Great job. That looking like a great mock draft. No suggestions available. So they liked it. There was no suggestions available. I'm not even going to save it because it was just for fun. But the fact that where I took Omar Cooper, just because there was 3 people in front of him, they gave me a B is crazy. PFF, you need to work on your shit. You definitely need to change it. Like, you need to upgrade it because none of these guys are going in any of these rounds, bro. Like, I don't know what I'll do, but we'll probably give something away if Mike Washington falls to what pick was that? They gave me a B plus, the 3rd round. Come on, man. There's just no way. I seen something today about the Rams trying to trade for Max on X. Yeah, the talk has been out there. Devontae Adams is still, best buddies with Maxx Crosby. He has said, he talks to Max, on a weekly, maybe daily basis. He said, he talked to him the day he was doing his interview talking about it, right? So Devontae Adams, Max are very close, and he keeps telling Max, right? Like this organization is one of the best. It's an organization that, he's been with Green Bay, he's been with the Raiders, he's been with the Jets, right? He's been passed around the NFL, and he said, this is, the Rams do shit right here. So I wouldn't be surprised. The Rams, a team that was in the NFC Championship, they just couldn't stop the Seattle's offense. They couldn't. They ran all over their defense. One of the only teams that scored, consistently over 20 points a game 3 times against the Seattle Seahawks. So, if they just had a little bit better defense and a Maxx Crosby on that team, they might be looking at Super Bowl champs in a ring. And it's not far from Maxx Crosby, right? You got your house in, you just built in Vegas. Shit, you could fly in, fly out. You could live in Vegas and still, you can buy a helicopter, bro, and just fly to the facility in San Francisco at the Rams. It could work. It could work. Shout out for the $2 holler. I don't know what the little emoji thing is. I can't see it, but well, appreciate it. Much love as always. So yeah, that was my attempt to, I just want to let Raider Nation know that not everybody's gonna be 100% transparent, right? These dudes out here, it's click mania, right? It's clickbait. It's nothing fancy on this channel, bro. We're gonna tell you what we hear, we're gonna tell you what we see and what's being talked about. And if you agree with it, cool. If you don't agree with it, that's fine as well. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell you there's no way possible that Maxx Crosby is not a Raider this year. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that, he might be a Raider this year, but he might not be a Raider next year. The contract was worked out so the Raiders could get out of it for a reason. There's been, trade speculations throughout his career for the last 3 or 4 years. And when you constantly move your staff, people get fed up with it. And Maxx Crosby said it himself last year. I am not here for a rebuild. I don't give a fuck about that first overall pick. I am here to win. That's Maxx Crosby's words. Now, can you talk him into sticking around for another 3 years and being 32 years old by the time you get to maybe playing a game that means anything, I don't see that happening. And I don't see Maxx Crosby being stupid enough to say, all right, let's just stick around one more year and hope to God Clint Kubiak brings in the right staff, the right defense, and, you know, I have my best season in my career. When you could just leave and go somewhere that you already know is a contender that's already established. And for that, not speaking for Max, but his own words were, he wants to play for a contender, right? He wants to play football. He doesn't want the drama. There is more drama in Vegas than anywhere else since he's been here. So for that, I say just keep an open mind, right? Don't be like some of these dudes that, oh, you're just bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Max ain't going anywhere. We've heard the words out of his mouth. You can tell by the look on his face, by his body language, by the way he's carrying himself. When people are talking about it, just had that mean smug look on his face. And, you know, there's a reason. There's a reason for rumors. Not always is there fire with the smoke, unless you're around me. But this time, I believe there is a lot of fire around Maxx Crosby not being a Raider. So shout out to everybody in the building. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Protect your mind, protect your family, protect your loved ones, protect yourself. And as always, just Raider, baby.